we've gone through a restructure recently, and a lot of the teams have been amalgamated. So at the moment we're the complaints and aviation department. Aviation isn't my specialism, but I'm completely behind it. It's planes, isn't it? Well, we have to be very careful now. It all has to be very PC. I mean, I would just used to refer to people as useless and say they're useless, you're useless, why are you so useless, can you please stop being useless? And I was told I wasn't allowed to label people as useless because it's a negative label. So now we've decided to just call them feckless. It's quite charming. Maybe it's got a bit of Irish charm about it. But that evolved out of us putting up signs on the wall that were meant to be motivational, just telling people, do something today, don't be useless. You are generally feckless, but today could be an exception. I myself donated 50p to the cause during that all-night ukulele and organ concert he held on BBC Two. I was very sad to hear that someone did manage to lose £150 when they accidentally gave a very big tip to a waiter when they went for drinks afterwards. But in a way, that just highlights the problem of uselessness even more. I think that the work Gwyneth Paltrow's done, you know, marrying someone from Coldplay, and then on top of that, slowly over the years becoming more and more feckless herself. Yeah, I always like to introduce some pressure to the situation to try and snap people out of their uselessness, and that's worked really well. One day when we had a meeting in this room, and I pretended that the door had been air sealed shut and that any minute the room was going to start filling with water. Some people that I'd never seen speak before leapt into action. It was amazing. They were breaking windows, they were making makeshift ropes out of everyone's clothing. It's a great thing to witness. And then when the fire department came round and they were giving statements afterwards, I felt like we'd bonded in a way that we hadn't before. And if one of them had been sadly, killed during the incident, I would have felt sad and guilty, because obviously in a way it would have been my fault. The wall thing didn't work out for us, but what we found is just having someone inspirational around the place really works. We settled on Steven Seagal, and now he's all over the place. You can't walk into a room without seeing Steven Seagal. Every meeting we contrive a way to end on a Steven Seagal quote. Recently I had to try and contrive a meeting to end where someone was telling me they'd take me to the bank.
I'm gonna take you to the bank, Senator Trent. To the blood bank.
And I had to defraud them for that.